Yo, look, you're probably wondering on what the good and the bad is to Albuquerque. You're probably hearing a bunch of different things. I'm here to settle the score. We're going to be talking about the good and the bad about living here in Albuquerque. Let's go. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Living in Albuquerque channel. If this is your first time tuning in, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe and notification bell down at the bottom. That way you guys never miss out on any kind of videos, because I am dropping videos every week talking about the awesome things that our beautiful city of Albuquerque and the surrounding areas have to offer. Now, aside from doing these great videos, I am also a local realtor here in Albuquerque, and I manage the surrounding areas. So that number popping up on the screen here is my direct line. I answer all the calls, texts, and emails. So if there's anything I can do for you, feel free to reach out at any time, because I'd love to help. All right, guys, let's not waste any time. I'm here to settle the score and here to give you an insight on the locals' perspective on the good and the bad about Albuquerque. Let's go. All right, number one, we're super culturally rich environment, city. Anyways, you guys get it. But anyways, here in Albuquerque, well, in New Mexico altogether, we have our own type of music, right? New Mexican music is super popular here. And it's funny because a lot of the people that you mingle with and you talk to, they're like, oh, I know him, I know her. And these people are pretty famous within our community. Yo, when you're talking about music and art and all that stuff, it's pretty popular here, right? Most of the cities that we have, like Santa Fe, Corrales, have their own art expos, just because a lot of the people that move from the East and West Coast find these places super beautiful and they spend a lot of time down there, that they end up moving down here just because of those sites or escapes that they see of the mountains overlooking the river, and they house these exhibitions, I guess they call them, full of art. And now, my favorite part again, we're always talking about this. Gosh, man, people are gonna think that I'm like, living this lifestyle where I just don't stop eating. It might be true, but man, I gotta stop putting myself out like that. But the cuisine here in Albuquerque is just insane. We got flavorful food, tons of spices, and we got a little bit of everything for everybody, right? If you're looking for noodles, tacos, hamburgers, a mixture of tacos and sushi, which my daughter wanted to try the other day, but I wasn't too sure. We have that for you guys, and you guys are more than welcome to come down and try it and let me know at your firsthand experience. I'm not that super adventurous when it comes out to trying out foods, because pretty basic guy. I like my chicken and rice and just keep it nice and plain and simple. Maybe add some hot sauce. Call me boring or whatever, but hey, I like the consistency. Okay, guys, as you can see, number two is going to be talking about, all this. The outdoor beauty that we have here to offer you guys. When you move down here, you're going to be either hiking up the Sandia Mountains, traveling along the Bosque trails, which, expand from one edge of the city, north and south. It's a huge trail, and I know a lot of people that do it. I have a brother-in-law that does it every Father's Day with his dad on the bike. Thank God he does it on the bike, because if he did it walking, I don't think he'd last. And if he's watching this, please forgive me, but we both get tired just tying our shoes. But aside from all the jokes, the outdoor beauty that we have here is amazing. You can pretty much go anywhere to our hundreds of parks that we have here in the city alone and just kind of enjoy yourself for the afternoon. Sit down in the grass, read a book, have a picnic, have an ice cream, whatever it is that you want to partake in. We have it here if you enjoy that kind of outdoor lifestyle, or if you're a bit more adventurous, going up to the trails up in the petroglyphs or out in the Sandia Mountains. You're more than welcome to try that, but just be aware, there are critters up there, so you might want to take some kind of protection, and just be aware of your surroundings when you're up there in those remote areas. All right, touching on this last good right here, and the good about Albuquerque is we're still super affordable. Can't harp on this too much, because it's the truth. We have a lot to offer when it comes down to affordability, even down to our house. Our median home price right now is sitting in the middle 300s. And that's what people are purchasing at, not what people are listing their houses at, because that's a little higher. But that's what people are purchasing houses at. And this is, you're talking about 3-bed, 2-bath, with decent size of square footage in a house. And that is plenty for somebody that is moving down here, or, looking to move down here to start a new chapter, or, coming in for work, or whatever the case is. That's more than enough. Rent is still super affordable for the same type of house. You're looking at about anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500. It can sometimes range up to that $2,000, dollars for that rent fee every month if you go bigger, and just depending on what side of town you go in. And groceries and food, again, food, gosh, I keep bringing this up, but anyhow, groceries and food are still pretty affordable. Gas is under under $4. Gosh, I don't think I know anybody that spends $400 in gas unless they drive a big old diesel, which a lot of people still do down here. So they might be paying those if they're utilizing their diesel every day to go back and to from work. Most people who drive those diesels, they're either in, traveling welders that I know, or they own a construction company, a lawn service company, or those landscaping companies to, carry all their tools. Yeah, I still don't think they're spending about $400 a month on gas, but they might be, just because they're all that travel time that they're experiencing from one job to the other. Okay. All right, guys, I know you guys have been wondering, what's the bad about Albuquerque? Well, the bad about Albuquerque isn't super bad. It's more kind of like a perspective thing, and more on the personal levels, and what you experience as an individual. And to go right into it, the climate and the elevation here, it can hinder a lot of people. If you do have trouble breathing, you experience asthma, or you carry an inhaler, you might want to think about what part of Albuquerque you're moving to, because as far as, getting closer to the mountains, of course, the elevation is going to change, but the closer you get to the river, the North Valley and the South Valleys, you are going to have, an easier time breathing. But alongside of that, my favorite one, the allergies down here. And if you live in those valleys, they might not be so great for you because of all the greens, all the cottonwood trees, the grass that grows down there. I'm super allergic to grass. So right now, I don't know how it's going to go for me, because this grass, if I even touch it, I'll start itching everywhere. I'll look like a mess. My face will be all puffy and red, and my nose will start running. It'll be ugly, and you guys don't want to see it. And aside from getting all puffy and getting all red, you guys may want to think about carrying sunscreen, and have it ready to go, because of the sun here. We get over 300 plus days of sun, so that sunscreen is going to be crucial to you guys that get burnt easily. I spent a lot of time in the sun yesterday, so right now I'm a little sunburned, but being a native here, being a local here, I'm used to it. I don't really burn anymore. I just get dark, and then just my skin color goes back, that kind of thing. It's kind of cool, kind of like a superhero suit, if you call it. Anyhow, but you also might want to carry around a bottle of water all the time. You'll see a ton of people walking around with the waters because of the dry climate. You are going to be running into the case where you're thirstier more often. All right, we have a ton of events here. The only downside is they're not major events. They're more local. If you do like the whole local thing, you like getting involved in the community, this might be something that you're into, because of all the local communities, getting together and creating different kinds of pop-up events. The city shuts down Central sometimes to do the ABQ Art Walk on every other Friday now that it's getting warm. We also have Summerfest, and, getting involved in the community is going to be super easy for you guys, because they're always looking for volunteers or people to help them out to put these events together. So if you're moving down here and you're, trying to incorporate yourself with new people, trying to get to, put yourself out more, it's going to be super easy to get involved in the community, because they're always looking for help. My favorite one, guys, and the last one. We are the land of mañana, so the people here are laid back. We are not in a rush to do anything. We're not in a rush to go anywhere. So, hey, literally, we'll do it tomorrow, right? If it doesn't get done today, we'll do it tomorrow. And aside from that, you're not going to run into a whole lot of stuck up kind of that personality when you're running out and mingling with these people. A majority of the time, the people are, you know, chill, low, down to earth. They, you know, jeans and t-shirt kind of type of people. A lot of blue collar people here. So the vibe is just awesome. And you guys are going to enjoy it when you come down here and start hanging out at the breweries, or start hanging out at the parks, or go to the museums, the dinosaur museum, as we call it. Other people call it the National History Museum or something like that, or the Albuquerque Museum. But we call it the Dinosaur Museum because of the big dinosaurs that they got out front. And we also got to explore those kinds of things, activities, and shop and stroll down at Old Town. You know, great activities for you to go out there and do and enjoy yourself and, you know, submerge yourself into being part of the community. All right, guys. Simple, basic list. And as much as I enjoy doing these videos for you guys, I got to head out because I got a couple things to knock out today. But if there's anything else you guys want to know about Albuquerque, or I didn't touch on something that you were curious about, that number popping up on the screen here is my direct line. And as much as I love doing these videos, I am also a local real estate agent here in Albuquerque, and I manage the surrounding area. So if there's anything I can do for you, please feel free to reach out at any time. Again, this is Eli signing out for another video, guys. Check you later. Peace.